Hello and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do you need? Shadow read for this full to new moon in June 2023. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. I'm a professional witch. I'm a professional intuitive. I'm the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Just hit 25 years in service. I'm the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. A version of it is available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box, and it's divided up into chakra chapters, so you can actually click the link and preview a bit of it for free. There are chakras involved in this read. If you're new, we'll talk about it in a bit. But the original version, edited by my Scorpio sweetheart sister, I love her so much, my soul sister, Jill Schweitzer. The original version is a Fellini fest compared to the Kindle version, and that's on Patreon. Some of my subscribers on my magnificent members-only platform, Patreon, get the original version, but all of my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get 3 things in common. The extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube, and they're long, and there are a lot of them. As long as they are subscribers on any level, they get all of them, past, present, and into the future. They get the daily check-ins, an unlisted YouTube live stream like I do it every morning, pretty much. It's rare I miss a day, so that my patrons can chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical application, the spiritual implications of all of that. Always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a centering, a grounding, a little something to send us on our way. And I swear it is my favorite way to start the day. It sets me up for doing this and everything else that need to be done. It's amazing. I love it. The third thing they have in common is a significant discount. I changed my prices for the 25th anniversary, raised them. There's a video, we'll talk about it at the end of this video, but really all of that together, put together, I love it, and we are now offering on Patreon 7-day free trials. We opened it up to our first tier, our first level seeker, $3 a month, but you can check us out for free, and I suggest you do, because it's a lot of fun and it's really cool, and I'm really digging it over there. So click the link on Patreon, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, if you are new to the channel, let's talk a little bit, some explanation before we get into the divination. This is a shadow work read. This is about releasing and letting go. Half of a full moon cycle, all the way from waxing, from new, all the way around and back to new again. The 8-card draws for letting go, the waning moon. I do the 5-card draws for the plant a seed, watch it grow, beautiful, beautiful. So let's talk about it. An 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about absolutely anything. We are fine-tuning it for a 2-week period, as I said, a full to new in June 2023 to help you let go, release, do the healing work, the surrender, the shadow work. Lots of links in the description box about this stuff, and not just my own videos, so that you can do your own personal alchemy. Removing the 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. Lead being toxic, shadow, illusion, fear. Gold being light, truth, love, freedom, right? All of that. And we all can do it a little bit by little bit by little bit. And that's kind of what the waning moons are for. Now, I will say, when the moon rides at her peak, in other words, full moon, then your heart's desire seek, hit that 5-card draw, right? And bam, hit it at that full moon and give it a day or two. Enjoy the full moon, because it's usually after that that the shadow work begins, or you can wait for the last 3 days before new moon, a dark moon. Have it hit all at once, not me, no thanks. I'll pass a little bit by little bit every day, and that's what these reads are for, because every time somebody shifts to a more golden timeline rather than leaded percentage, you know, 51% gold is nice. It shifts it for everyone in our lives, right? Shifting a timeline, and it's quantum physics and all of that, but you know, don't make me do math. So let's look at this 2-week period that I can do. Full moon in Sagittarius, Saturday, June 3rd, 11:42 p.m. right in the witching hour for me. The witching hour for me is 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. a foot in each day. So I will have circle cast, quarters called, and at least a candle lit for a Sagittarius full moon. My heart's desire, I will cast with the spells and all of that from the 5 card draws, because I do me. You know, they say you do you, well I do me. That'll bring us 2 weeks later to the new moon in Gemini on Sunday, June 18th. Now this is a tricky one. That happens at 12:37 a.m. This is Eastern Time. I'm in New York. And then it goes void, of course, 2:24 a.m. Now I will be casting whatever is going to be going on for my new moon in Gemini. I'm Pisces moon, but for that day, I'm going to be casting myself between 12:37 a.m. And then being done, I'm sure, by 2:24 a.m. But then, if you want, you can wait until the moon goes into Cancer at 7:58 a.m. In other words, you'd be waking up in that. So, in between those 2 dates of note, this would square. Okay, Venus goes into Leo on the 5th of June. That's fixed fire to your fixed water, Scorpios, just saying. Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto goes into Capricorn on the 11th of June, so that's Earth. Though I don't know that would be too much, but check your other signs. Saturn retrograde, this will be hitting all of us for sure. Saturn retrogrades in Aquarius on the 17th, which is part of the 3 days before a new moon, which is dark moon. So that's quite a bit. Now that's fixed air to your fixed water. It's still a square, as it would be with Venus going into Leo. So just, if you're doing the astrological weather, just know waiting for these last 3 days is probably going to be tricky to do any surrendering and letting go with all of that going on. So it is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and do check your other signs. And cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to get some insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for the Scorpio you are cross-watching for. And if you apply any of this information to your own energy field, your own chakras, your own spiritual practice, you will be helping the Scorpio do their alchemy, as well as helping all of the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs do the same. That's holographic unity. That's what these reads are all about for me. So let's do it. That's enough explanation. I think you good? Yeah, I hope so. The shift from explanation to divination happens in the still point. So let's get comfortable. We got 8 cards to get on the table, and I ask for help every time. Ready? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. Card number 1. Using the Caroline Mace archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video, who are drawn to this reading. What is the dominant archetype hovering over the head in the 8th chakra for the Scorpios and the cross-watchers? Determining the shadow work. The alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, paint to peace will shift the energy field of all the other chakras, so that will shift what they attract and what they repel, so they have the option to no longer delay what cannot be prevented. This full to new, the servant archetype. One of my favorites is a Virgo. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, or be dealing with somebody who has it a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Both can be true. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute. This is a healing family archetype. There are 9 categories, groups, families. So I call the shadow the lead, the light the gold. 3 atoms in between the 2 on the periodic table that can't be created or destroyed, only changed, transformed, transmuted, released, surrendered, forgiven. Here we go. So the shadow attribute, the lead. For the servant, using the lack of money as an excuse to not move forward with life, because money's not the only thing we need to move forward in life. We do that choice by choice. So this is about healing ourselves, right? I mean, I've certainly fallen prey to it. I think we all have. It's in the collective unconscious big time. Well, I would. I would pursue my dreams, but I can't, right? Or I would do this, or I would do that, but money, right? I get it. Absolutely. I get it. Believe me, I'm a mystical artist. I understand. The light attribute, the gold, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Now, there's your choice. But, you know, if there ain't nothing going on but the rent, I understand that too. So, Scorpio, 8th house dynamic, sure, mysticism, but also money, sex, and power, other people's resources, and the viable exchange of said resources. It's an interesting thing. So let's see what's how to serve here. The next 4 chakras down, we're going to pull one card from the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist deck, because it's feminine energy, the world behind your eyes, right? Your creative intuition, the stuff that Scorpios rarely share unless they really, really want to. And if it's a major arcana card, it's all 4 chakras at the same time, but even then, there's usually one that feels like a bit more like leverage. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Goddess override. As I call upon my goddesses of water, the sign of Scorpio powers of the West. Please, beloved goddesses of fixed water, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of to do the shadow work? Heart, third eye, crown dynamic, third chakra minimum, the choice, the willpower, the decision to no longer delay what cannot be prevented, alchemizing this servant, this full to new, ooh, 2 of cups, ooh, heart chakra, ooh, 2 of cups. I know, the romance card in this deck, the whirlpool. You put 2 cups at opposite ends of a whirlpool, eventually they're going to come together. 2s are always about choices, maybe not monumental, life-changing decisions, but certainly we're speaking a heart bond here. Now, I would say, this is possibly with another person, right? Could be serving one person in particular, but delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Look, it doesn't have to feel that way 24/7, 365 for the alchemy to happen. That's trying to be 100% gold all at once. I don't know anybody like that. So I'm not like that. Woo, I know I am not like that. That's called hubris. No thanks. Pride goeth before the fall. Which is true with the Pride Month. It does come before autumn, doesn't it? Woo, we're coming up to it. Oh yeah, today's June 1st. I'm psyched. Woo, I'm going to Brooklyn. So the servant with the 2 of cups on the end, that feels lovely, considering I have a rather intimate relationship with the servant archetype myself. So let's keep going. That could be anything, but definitely a stirring of the heart, right? With a centrifugal force pulling you into the center, but still that could even be, as much as that feels, heart chakra. It could be third chakra too, because 2s are always about choices. Let's get the masculine energy outside looking in at you, or you from the inside looking out at people, places, things, relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to who you want to be in the world. Please take a nice deep breath. Can be mirroring. One more. Still point. Indeed. God override. As I call upon my gods of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the West, please, beloved ones, what does the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, need to know about the lower 3 chakra dynamic, inside out, outside in, relationships in the physical world, to alchemize the servant archetype in the 8th, this full to new. Woo, 7 of Swords, sneaky, sneaky. Now look, the 7 of Swords isn't always, completely shady. No tarot card is completely lead or completely gold, but we are looking at some stealth action here. So, this could be you want so much to serve with this loving heart, but you may not necessarily be ready to tell everyone around it about it. If this is romantic, because there is a possibility here with that 2 of Cups on the inner, that maybe you're not being very overt in terms of conversation, element of air, swords, about what your intentions are, about how you feel. And you got to admit, that's right up the Scorpio's channel, I guess you would, like, you know, the English channel, you know, like a body of water, in a direct, you know, line there. This is a very, very interesting read. I will give you that. But, you know, using lack of money as an excuse to not move forward in any way, shape, or form. I mean, in life, that covers a lot. It covers everything. It looks like you're moving forward, but in terms of communication, if this is you from the outside looking in, then you're being a little stealthy, but remember that's also self-preservation. There's nothing wrong with having a healthy boundary about what you say and what you don't. I mean, we're talking to Scorpios here, but cross-watchers, like, you gotta understand, they're like that, right? So, you know, or maybe, Scorpio, this is, you're dealing with somebody, or maybe even people, if there is a little hush-hush, pay attention to your lower 3 chakra stuff, right? And just something feel off in this room, because if something feels off, it's off. Yes, it might be in you. We don't always see things clearly all the time. Who does, right? Oh, the Dalai Lama, a handful. But we're headed there, right? So take the journey. Interesting. So our the chakras are on the track. Let's remove those obstacles, those 3 atoms between lead and gold, with the whispers of Lord Ganesh. Angela Hartfield, I've had a relationship with Lord Ganesh, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, since I started drawing the Circle Productions. Oh, actually before that, because I was a CRC, a community relations coordinator for Borders Books and Music in Bohemia, Long Island, New York. And the Ashaya monks published First Thunder by their guru, MSI, Maharishi Sadashiva Ishaya. I met them. I met a bunch of the monks, not the Maharishi, who crossed at that point, and took their first sphere workshop at my house. It was one of the first events we did for Drawing the Circle Productions. And I ended up taking all 5 spheres. I took the first sphere. So Ganesh has been a big part of that, helping me remove the obstacles inside. So I love him, and I think you will too. He's an elephant. Please take a nice deep breath. And he's a lot of fun. Still point. Ganesh override. As I call upon the beloved Lord Ganesha, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, please, beloved one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video. Maybe you drew them to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your powerful oracle message to help the Scorpio collective and the cross-watchers alchemize the servant archetype, this full to new? Acceptance with a full belly. I don't think we've had this one before. Acceptance. Yeah. Oh, he's holding a banana. He's got a banana. Well, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Yeah. Past life bleed-throughs happen here during the circle all the freaking time. You never know what accent's going to come out of my mouth next. Okay, let's read this one. Card 39, Acceptance. There is great freedom in accepting things as they are. Well, that's a load off, isn't it? You cannot move forward. Oh, that's interesting. Moving forward. We've got a double whammy. You cannot move forward on your path until you release some of the blame, anger, and sorrow that you have collected on your life's journey. Well, welcome to shadow work, folks. Ganesha is asking you to forgive those from the past who have hurt you, and to be willing to forgive yourself too. Open your heart to the world outside and to the one within. Well, serving with a free and loving heart, but that's an inside job. That's that 2 of Cups. In other words, yes, 1 cup for you, and 1 cup for whoever, whatever in the outside world. I'm just going to say that. Open your heart to the world outside and to the one within. This deeper state of recognition and acceptance is what pushes you forward in your spiritual adventure. Love without judgment and live without okay, let's stick a pin in that. It's not like don't look for both ways before crossing the street, or don't listen to your intuition. You want to boil it down. You know what a judgment is? It's our opinion that something's not part of the great ineffable divine plan. the fuck do we know? I mean, but that's why we have the intuition, not just the intellect, right? It's all part of it. We need all of our skills just to do this, right? So love without judgment and live without predetermined opinions. Accept and express your true self. The ego is beginning to align with the soul. That's the gig. That's the mission. What a relief. You don't have to control everything, fix everything, and know everything. If you have been overly serious and tense, you now start to remember happiness. You may find that you can laugh at things instead of getting infuriated. There's nothing worse than an infuriated Scorpio, because you don't know until the stinger's in your head. Your contentment in life improves dramatically when you harness your ability to look at the world from a more spiritual perspective. That's true for all of us, right? The higher you go in chakras means the higher you go in consciousness, and there's always a higher truth. You know what the highest truth is? Yeah, we're all one. That's it. All of the rest of this is a game we're in, a game we're playing. The image of Ganesha holding the banana daiquiri, symbolizes humility, knowing that you do not know my saving grace. It's in my book, Words of Grace, first and last grace in the book. And an awareness of not placing too much importance on your thoughts or beliefs in this situation. His pot belly signifies the bounty of nature. It is said that Ganesha consumes the sadness of the universe and protects the world. Learn to honor the values of others that may differ from your own. See the beauty of diversity. Once you see this beauty, it will open you to recognizing and accepting the beauty that resides within you, which is there because it's the core of who all of us are. Yeah, even them, I know. It's hard. The illusion of separation is the first and greatest illusion. My guides told me that when I was like 18 years old. The first and greatest, meaning that it's really the only one. Everything else stems from it. But an illusion can't. It's a long story. Thank you, Course in Miracles. Speaking of which, let's talk to the archangels, shall we? The Archangel Fire Oracle. Everyone has access to archangelic consciousness because it's just another aspect of unity, appearing separate but at a much higher level of consciousness. If your higher self is a guardian angel, then your guardian angel belongs to an archangel and a virtue and a principality and a throne, all the way back to where they call them archangels again. I didn't write that book, I think. So let's call upon them, because you have to call upon them. They only come when called, when asked politely, particularly as messengers of light, messengers of truth, for someone willing to serve with a free and open heart and accept. With that choice of love in the heart, this could go very well. Let's see. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call to the pantheons of archangels for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers. We're watching this video, maybe we're called to this reading, using the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman's magnificent deck and wonderful book. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings, with the wings ready to zoom in and help at the slightest invitation by the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and or cross watchers to alchemize the servant in the eighth. This full too new, the Aaron twins, or the twin Aaron. I call them the Aaron twins, like Aaron Moran. Oh, Joni. Card number 35. They are twins, and they are really, really high up in the archangelic choirs, I think is the right word. What's that? Card number 35, the Aaron twins. I forget who else got it, but you know, archangels, they get around because they're everywhere all at once. Talk about multitasking, honey. I just need to get my to-do list done. Card number 35. The key word is truth. All right. So now look, with that Seven of Swords, there may be a truth issue here. But, you know, they got them scales. I mean, this is a very Gemini-looking card, but it also has a very Libra vibe to it. Ready? The twin Irin, I-R-I-N, keyword truth. The mighty Aaron are a pair of great twin angels who are said to reside in the sixth heaven, together with another set of twin angels known as the Qaddasin, Q-A-D-D-I-S-I-N. The twin Aaron constitute the highest council of judgment. That's interesting, the word judgment came back up. Judgment in the heavenly courts. Oh God, they're lawyers. Now I want to date at least one of them. They are among the 8 ultra-powerful angels, which have a rank that is superior to even that of mighty Metatron. Metatron is the voice for God. The big deal. According to the Bible, the Aaron are known as the Watchers, and as Watchers, they are able to see the whole truth of every situation, meaning that we only see teeny tiny, little teeny tiny part of what's going on. In their oracle, they are shown as male and female philosophers or politicians from ancient Greece. They are wearing blindfolds as a nod to Lady Justice, who is Themis, which is where we get Themyscira. Wonder Woman reference, gotta call it out where it is. Be proper. And the notion of blind justice. The Aaron see absolutely everything, so when they are around, we are rarely even able to hide from ourselves. Okay, Scorpio, you're being called on the carpet. The message: ask us to bring you clarity. When the truth evades you, we can help you discern the right choice when making an important decision. 2 of Cups on the inner. When you are unsure of the highest course of action to take, with our help, anything remaining hidden will soon come swiftly out into the light. Now, I could see a Scorpio be like, yeah, but where's the boundary on that? You're not in control of that. You call in an archangel, you say, show me the truth. They're probably going to start inside you first. Just saying. Now, if everybody else needs to know about it, that's acceptance, right? That's saying, all right, right? Because if there are financial issues here and you're giving your service with a free and loving heart, then there is something here that can shift for you to balance that out, but it can't be done shady. You just can't. Liars don't heal. Carolyn Mace, MISS PhD. That's her archetype card. First card down. Liars can't heal. It's not that they're not good enough to heal. It's just your energy field registers every lie and you step out of reality, right? You're no longer dealing with reality. You're dealing with a fiction. Even when you're lied to, that's why lying to people is like the worst thing you can do. It just is. Doesn't mean you can't be diplomatic about it. And Scorpios, we can all take a lesson. I'm not calling anybody out on the table, as it were. Although there is a carpet under this table. Whatever. Let's go and ground this with the Divine Animals Oracle. Everyone has spirit animals and totems. It's my favorite pantheon to work with because it does address our animal nature, right? We are in human bodies. We're not vegetables or minerals. We're animals, right? Love you, Scorpios. Animal. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, I just got a Muppet flash. Still pointed. Totemic override. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the support, and the oracle message to help the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers alchemize the servant archetype, this full to new sea turtle. Go with the flow. Stability. Not lovely? Stability. Now, a sea turtle. So we are looking at an aquatic thing, right? Amphibian. So for a water sign, there is certainly an emotional component to this. This is card number 8. This feels right on. I mean, they usually do. But this is what's traveling with you already. So, you've got like a little, a thing of a turtle, a little like piece of jewelry or a statue or something. Just carry the turtle. The turtle moves. Terry Pratchett, ready? Sea turtle, stability. Operating from a stable base is advantageous. If you need help and guidance, ask for it, as you are loved and supported. Delve deeply into the study of something rather than just skimming the surface. Do not push hard for what you want all the time. We're talking to Scorpios, right? Where are we? I lost my place. That was so like, are you kidding me? Instead, set an intention or direction and steadily flow towards this. Not every journey needs to be a difficult one full of trauma. Let me just, give me a minute. My apologies. Let's read the magic. Sea turtle magic flows to us with stability and resilience. When you want something to come to fruition, but do not want to have to push very hard for it, as you perhaps have habitually done. I mean, look at the servant archetype, right? It's like, I'm doing the best I can. I just can't move forward without the cash. I get it. Ride the wave of sea turtle magic with its ease and surety. Sea turtles travel long distances, yet they follow the currents. Didn't you ride, dude? You, too, can do this energetically and refuse to be pressured. Oh, that I've seen Scorpios do. Ooh, put up the wall. No, I refuse to be pressured. Sometimes you need to accept someone else's more stable helping hand so you can rest a little. A healthy part of the lesson of the turtles. And you know what? That makes sense. But there's a truth element here. If there is certainly an inequity going on, let's just leave that there, no matter what shape or form, because of that 7 swords on the outer, you may not see the whole picture. So why not find your stability by going in the flow and asking for help? Now, I will say, if you're not comfortable asking this way for help, ask this way for help, or if you like, this way for help, because that's what I do. And I'm a Virgo. A lot of people come to me for help. And I have a select group of people that I turn to. You know, we all have the people in our lives, our contracts in that way. But I think they all know if you lie to me, you die to me. It's like I can't. And that's why learning how to be authentic and honest without ripping people's faces off is part of the lesson as well, right? To serve, right? To serve truth. But with acceptance, everybody is where they're supposed to be. It just doesn't look that way. And you don't have to like it to accept it. You just go, yeah, it is the way it is. Fine. Let's move on. Oh, you might have been wondering, where's the Matt Kahn healing mantra? Well, it's right here. They moved it from the 4th card to the 7th card, second to last card down, and it makes so much more sense. It only took like 3 years for that shift to happen, but every day is a winding road. Let me get a little bit closer. Let's talk to the Ascended Masters, get you a healing mantra. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Master override. As I call to the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please, beloved ones, one card in clarity, the perfect, precise healing mantra for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. I get there is a heart choice going on here, right? So it's very heart chakra and throat chakra, but with that third eye, if it does not have the truth, it's such a leap of faith. But there is a removing of obstacles here with acceptance, right? And there's a stability in this for them. So what is the perfect mantra for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers? This full to new. Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need space for myself. That could be that 7 of Swords, self-preservation. Could absolutely be like pardon me, definitely a throat chakra choice. I don't think you're ready to necessarily spit it out, but nor do I think it's wise to swallow this. I think you got to chew on it, right? So I'm going to read this from the Boogie Book. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself is such a gift, right? To resolving anger. Now, if you are not feeling literal anger, if you are dealing with anger in somebody else, same difference. I never liked that phrase, same difference, but I guess it's still a thing. Apples, oranges, you know, vipers, scorpions, venomous. Resolving anger. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. What if that conflict is within? Because that's ultimately the case anyway. When anger is resolved, you're able to see your emotional reactions or the abrupt responses of others as evidence of profound transformation taking place. It's fire, the element of transformation. So it sucks. Some people are really toxic in their anger. but it's about turning that to your favor. That's the alchemy. It is that fire of alchemy. So it's not that anger is wrong or anger is bad. Anger is sorry, not sorry. So it's a sign. It's like saying the alchemy is happening in me right now, and you don't have to be in love with it for the alchemy to happen. You just got to survive it and not burn down the village. When anger is present, it acts as a sign of needing more space to face the feelings that are ready to be healed, or to balance out patterns of doing with moments of silent being. When with a servant, I could see that anger building up. But Course in Miracles says point blank, you're never upset for the reason you think, right? Because we are carrying societal patterns, ancestral patterns of anger and rage, and not to mention just what's going on in society. And as a water sign, empathy, you might be feeling that around you as well, hence the need maybe to pull back here. Not cut off communication, just say to people, I'm taking some time out. I need some time out. I need a break. I need some self-time here. Because there's nothing wrong with accepting what it is you're actually feeling, right? Ganesh to the mantra. As you resolve anger, you are able to find the time you need to be both rested and productive. Bingo. This mantra is ideal for managing stress, deepening interpersonal communication, and tempering frustration. And temperance, the card's not here on the table, but it's a major arcana card for a reason. It does take time, it takes heat, and it takes pressure. So the anger that you may, the frustration, any of the children of anger, if you like, irritation, impatience, that's transformation happening, and that's the truth for all of us across the board. But to tap into that and accept that, you might need to find that stability of taking some time for yourself and not pushing so hard. Get the rest you need. Yeah, take the space you need. Okay, last card down, the Hidden Blessing. The Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. Brilliant set of prayers in here, which is why we do the blessings for real. All joking aside, as it were. So we'll get the card, the gold hidden within the lead, and we'll do the blessimation, and then we're going to talk about private sessions and Patreon and other cool stuff going on for Join the Circle and myself at the end if you want to hang out for it. And it's how I get to release the Scorpio Collective or any sign I'm doing at the time at the end of the video, and it usually gets goofy, although we'll see. Mystery, choices. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. And we end as we began. As I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, please, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures. For the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers who are watching this video and receiving this reading, what is the gold hidden within the lead? The blessing already in play, but really hard to see until they take the journey, but is there nonetheless, the light at the end of the tunnel, giving them the hope, the guidance, the grace, and the blessing to alchemize. The servant in the 8th chakra with 2 of cups on the inner, 7 of swords on the outer, removing obstacles with acceptance, working with the Erin twins for truth, the sea turtles, stability, and resolving anger, giving them the sign that it's time to take space for themselves. This full to new. A blessing for good work. Now, inner work, outer work, service, inner, out, same thing. It's holographic. Boogie, oogie, oogie. Card number 18. Love it. I love this. A blessing for good work. Yeah, this is relatively short. Ready? We do these for realsies. Take a moment. Breathe. Pantheons. Transmit. Still point. Card number 18, a blessing for good work. A blessing to bring to you work that offers you opportunity to grow the soul, to create and be fulfilled with those who will allow you to develop the talents that lie within you. Each of us longs for work that allows our soul to expand and meet the potential of each day, but often we feel short, feeling our work is mundane and purposeless. Yet we touch people with our words, energies, actions each day, changing lives with the beacon of our smiles and encouragement, even in the most ordinary of places. Let there be good work for you, and know that even if your work seems ordinary, nothing is without its blessing. May your soul's luminous radiance light up all opportunities to do good work and to find satisfaction in the small beauties of each day. May your work, however humble it may seem to be, find its purpose to heal and to help and to expand the abilities you have been so very blessed to receive. May your work reward you with enough in your pocket and skills born new into your world, which you can teach others and share and bring to your own life, enriching the personal with what you do through your working day. May every act of work become a kind of act of devotion, shining on the beauty of your own blessed soul, showing to you the infinite ways and varieties we can bring blessings to others. May you find the truth of the sacred within your work and be blessed with the knowledge that...
Use face recognition to unlock the device.
Did anybody else hear that? Is that a clairvoyant episode? Pantheons of the Divine, was that you? Let's keep going. May you find the truth of the sacred within your work and be blessed with the knowledge that Spirit works through you, for you bring blessings of light, of comfort, of healing, and renewal to all who encounter you throughout the working day. Know it is blessed to find dissatisfaction too, and that this discontent can drive you forth into the arms of the next place that has need for your skills and presence. May your work bring to you blessings and never leave you tired beyond what you can do. May those who receive the work you do be uplifted and never fail to offer you their thanks and gratitude, so you know that all has come full circle, Jill. May you be mindful in your work, available and present for those who seek your help. And may this focus refresh and awaken you to your value each day. May each day begin with anticipation for the unknown work you will do, and may it end with the satisfaction of knowing that you brought your gifts to the day and changed it for the better, thanks to the work of your two hands. Blessed be for the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. Oh, Underworld Catwalk. I love this music so much. Thank you, Jack Grace. This makes sense, right? Servant, archetype in the 8th, free and loving heart. It's there, or at least the potential is there. It's a choice, but there might be some shady, dicey, inside it, outside it, lower 3 chakra vibe. But you remove obstacles to accepting this is how it is right now. I accept. I don't even have to like it. I accept that I don't like it. It is what it is. Then call upon the Aaron twins. I'm not kidding, for truth. That which needs to be revealed to you can be revealed to you, but things that you might not want revealed might be revealed, and that's the tricky part. So the stability, right? By taking time for yourself, picking a direction and going with the flow, going with the intuitive flow of it all, because there's a blessing on your work here, and I don't think that's just work, career, vocation stuff. Well, vocation possibly is about the shadow work. It's about your awakening, your spiritual, whatever you want to call it, but it's here for you, and you can do this in really a 2-week period. You can do this gently and go with the flow. So if you liked the video, if you find that it helped you, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want more, and, you know, comment, hit the notification bell. All that stuff shifts the algorithm and the logarithm, whatever, so that other Scorpios and cross-watchers can find it, but we don't have them over on Patreon. That's why I love Patreon. You sign up for any of my levels of subscription, you get everything on that level. As long as you remain a subscriber, even the 7-day free trial for Seeker right now, I could make them all free trials. We're starting at the beginning and working our way up, I have a feeling, right? So yeah, Patreon is a wonderful opportunity for me, and a really wonderful opportunity to interact more intimately, if you will, with people around the world. And we're doing a lot of cool stuff over there. And remember, all of my patrons get 3 things in common: the extended reads, the daily check-ins, and the extensive discount. I up my prices, let's talk about it. But I love Patreon. And if you find yourself in need of a creative platform with guidelines, check out Patreon for yourself as a creator. I love it so much. And yeah, booking private sessions with Mal is the video. It's also written out on my website, drawingthecircle.com. But it used to be called Booking a Reading with Mal. Now it's not just about readings. So I've always been doing spiritual counseling and hands-on healing. Putting off hands-on healing for now. I don't feel like packing up my massage table and driving around the tri-state area. Not now. I don't feel like renting space somewhere either. But for spiritual counseling and readings, I've been doing for a very, very, very long time. And the video goes into that, and it explains the discount for Patreon, and whether it's face-to-face in person or a Zoom call, or I'm traveling, or any of that. There's even the half hour of power I took out of seclusion. Used to only do that for private clients that I worked with for decades, but that's on there too. And it's all very simple. You can look at it on the website if you want to see it visually, but I talk about it, and I really had fun doing that video, and even my mom liked it, so let's go with that. So yeah, booking private sessions with Mal. Click the link, check it out, because we're here to help. And you can do this. Come on, we're all servants in some way, shape, or form. But with that too, I mean, I think this is real pivotal. The choice to love, to do this with a free and loving heart, but that doesn't mean you have to do it foolishly, particularly when resolving anger within yourself, to take the space and do the alchemy, because it's not the truth of who you are, and it's not the truth of who they are. We are love. We are divine. We are the immortal soul on a hero's journey in a human form. So hang in there. You have help, and if you need me, you know what to do. Otherwise, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. You're more powerful than you know. So hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.